try this again. All right, good morning and welcome to Yoga with Amber. My name is Amber, and I will be here to teach you some yoga. So whenever you're ready, we'll just go ahead and all right, let's try that. Okay, now I'm ready. And also need to post on here actually. All right. All right. Good morning and welcome to Yoga with Amber. I hope you can hear me okay. It's hard for me to figure out the audio over here because I do this by myself. So whenever you're ready, we can find a nice comfortable seated position on your yoga mat. And if you have a yoga block, you might want to keep one nearby. And if you have an extremely tight body, if you're not feeling very flexible today, you might want to grab a yoga strap or a necktie or a long sock, something that you could use as a strap. Sometimes you could even use like a lanyard from your key ring. So get creative, grab whatever it is that you need to grab, and when you're ready, we'll start in our seated position. We're going to find our breath to begin. So, sitting up nice and straight and tall, finding the breath. Okay, so if you have really tight knees or if you have really tight hips, you could also use 2 blocks and put them underneath your knees. Some people also, they can relax their hips by putting blocks underneath their knees, or you could relax your hips by sitting on a block. Again, and turn sideways so you can see. So I just sit in my easy pose on the block, right? Pretty easy, makes sense? Meanwhile, you could also get a little bit more in the hips, get a little bit more of a hip opener, just to relax those knees outward by moving forward on your block so that your tailbone falls off your block, or the tailbone stays on the block. The hips, the sit bones fall off the block. So you just kind of wiggle forward until you can feel that your flesh is being supported by the block, and then your hips are opening up and you're relaxing those knees down. So wherever you are, just going to sit up nice and straight and tall and find our comfortable seated positions. You could have an easy pose or a chin mudra, index finger touching thumb, sitting up nice and straight and tall wherever you are, breathing deeply. We're going to have a half an hour of gentle yoga here, a nice full body stretch for you. So please, when you're ready, find a comfortable position, sit up nice and straight and tall. If this easy pose is no good for you, and if sitting on the block is no good for you, you can always just have a staff pose, just any seated position, whatever's comfortable. Okay, staff pose is legs extended. You have a diamond with the soles of the feet touching, and there's also that easy pose here, and the half lotus is one ankle in towards one hip. Full lotus is both. Chin mudra, index finger touching thumb, sitting up nice and straight and tall. Shoulders down, take a deep inhale. Lift the top of the head, lift the chest, encourage the shoulders down. Pull the belly button in with your exhale. Deep inhale. Long, steady, smooth exhale. And when you're ready, one more deep inhale. smile. Exhale. One more. Deep inhale. Long, steady, smooth exhale. And relax all the air out. Just notice how the body feels. Continue your breath. Inhale through the nostrils and exhale through the nostrils. Beautiful. Deep inhale. Long, steady, smooth exhale. And when you're ready, we're going to open the eyes. We'll shake out these legs. Come on to hands and knees. If you have sensitive knees, you might want to have multiple mats. And you could also just fold your mat in half here to put it underneath your knees if you have sensitive knees. And you also might want a thicker, more dense mat to help absorb some more shock. And then getting your alignment of wrists below the shoulders, knees below the hips. Separating your knees with just about one fist is good, not too wide. For some cat-cows, get those knees below your hips and your wrists below your shoulders. Spread your fingertips out nice and far and wide. You can you can wiggle some of that out in your hands. If you want to stretch, you can turn the wrists. Just a couple of breaths here. On the inhale, lift the head, lift the tailbone, lower the belly button down towards the mat. On the exhale, tuck the head, tuck the tailbone, pull the belly button up towards the spine. Deep inhale for your cow. And exhale into the cat. Deep inhale. Thank you, baby. Can you put them right there? Exhale all the air out. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Last one. All the air out here. Inhale, center. Exhale, turn the head to the right. Turn that chin towards your hip. Try to keep your belly button above the center of the mat. All the air out. Inhale slowly back to center. Hey, baby. Exhale to the left. All the air out. Inhale slowly back to center. Exhale to the right one more time. Inhale, center. And exhale to the left. All the air out. Inhale slowly back to center. And exhale. Touch the big toes together. Bring the hips back towards the heels for a child's pose. Relax the head down. Move the hips side to side. Wiggle that out. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale back up onto hands and knees. We're going to lift into your hands and knees. And when you're ready, we're going to take a deep inhale. Lift the left arm up towards me. Exhale, sweep that arm underneath your body. Have the palm facing up. Lower down onto that left shoulder and the left cheek. And extend your right arm out in front towards the top of the mat. Pressing into the back of that left hand. Taking a deep inhale. Stay here for the exhale. Actively relax, noticing if you're relaxing in your feet, relaxing in your knees, relaxing in your legs, relaxing in your back, relaxing in the torso. One more deep inhale here. Stay here for the exhale. Slide that right hand directly in front of your eyeballs. Plant that hand down. Deep inhale. Press into that right hand. Lift the left arm up. Exhale. Slowly release that down. Other side. We're going to deep inhale. Right arm up. Exhale. Thread the needle. Reach that arm under the body. Relax the head down. Come onto that right cheek. Extend your left arm straight out in front. Couple of breaths right here. Nice upper back stretch, releasing the shoulders. Deep inhale. Stay here for the exhale, a couple more breaths. Deep inhale. Long, steady, smooth exhale. One more deep inhale. Stay here for the exhale. Slide that left hand directly in front of your face. Press into the hand, lift up. Reach up. Slowly release that down with an exhale. And when you're ready, we're going to lift onto our downward facing dog. So get your alignment of knees below the hips, wrists below the shoulders. Find your toes. Take a deep inhale. Press into all four corners of each palm of each hand. Take a deep inhale here. Lift the knees 1 inch above the mat. Press the hips back, back, back like a tiger about to pounce, and then straighten in the legs. Maybe walk it out. And then if this is too much, you can always just continue on hands and knees as your modification. You can keep a micro bend in those elbows, micro bend in those knees. Maybe roll out the tops of the feet if you want a little bit more stretch in the toes. You can relax your hands, stretching out your hands if you want. It's always nice to bend those fingers and then extend. Reach the chest towards the toes. Breathe deeply. Inhale through the nostrils. Exhale through the nostrils. One more deep inhale right here. Exhale up onto hands and knees. Breathing deeply. Inhale through the nostrils. Exhale through the nostrils. One more deep inhale. Exhale, returning to that downward facing dog. Very good. When you're ready, we're going to bring those feet together. Take a deep inhale right here. Exhale, reach that right leg up any amount. So reach that right leg up. You can just come to the tippy toe. Might want to also just slide that toe back. Just point that toe back behind you, pointing it down onto the floor, lowering that left heel a little bit further down, slowly letting that right leg rise. Get a nice stretch out here by bending the knee, lifting through the heel, making some circles in one direction and then the other. Making big circles with the tip of the knee, stretching out in the hip socket, one direction and the other. When you're ready, we're going to swing that foot in between the hands. Pull that knee in towards your jaw. And then swing that foot in front. You can always use your hands on your feet to walk those feet further forward whenever you need to. We're going to pull that heel far back. And it's very important that you get a nice staggered position. So whenever you're ready, we're going to draw an imaginary line down the center of your mat with each foot on opposite sides of the line. And when you're ready, we'll lower that back knee down. And here you might want your block. So I'm just going to go ahead and grab my block. So you might want 1 or 2 blocks, up to you. And we're going to find a nice deep hip flexor stretch, okay? We'll just stay here for a few breaths. So you can have 1 or 2 blocks underneath your hands. You want your front knee directly above your ankle, if you can. So you can always use that hand to walk your foot further forward. All right, don't be scared of moving that foot as far forward as humanly possible, okay? With or without your block. 2 breaths right here. Deep inhale through the nostrils. Long, steady, smooth exhale through the nostrils, please. Yes, very nice. Breathe deeply. Enjoy it. Inhale through the nostrils. Exhale through the nostrils. 1 more deep inhale. And exhale. We're going to slowly straighten in that front leg. Walk those hips back. So you're going to bend in your hip socket, drawing those hips back. Try to keep both in line with each other. And we're going to slide our hands back so our hands remain below our shoulders. Breathing deeply, flexing in the foot, in the front, so you can hold on to those toes if you want. See how flexed my foot is. Flex that foot. All right, so when you're ready, we're going to point that toe. Deep inhale. Exhale, flex in the foot. Inhale, point. Exhale, flex. Yes. Then we're going to slowly walk those fingers forward, bending in that front knee. Returning to that low lunge position. And now I want you to imagine that on your left hip socket, on the one that's extended on that leg that's behind you, mine is mine. All right, but on your you, so I'm going to say it's my left. So I'm hoping that you're doing your left is behind you. And whenever you're ready, we're going to pretend like we have a 20-pound weight, or whatever feels heavy to you. Imagine that there is a hook right here at your hip socket, right where your leg meets your body, and it's being pulled down. So if you could pull that weight a little bit further down, pull, nice and relaxed. Deep inhale here. Just feel a nice hip flexor stretch. This is one of the tightest parts in the body. And then if you have your block, we're going to put the block in its tallest position right here. We're going to bring our right hand onto our right knee. Right hand on the right knee, lifting up onto that knee. And then if you need some little bit more support, you can also just keep that block right here next to your hip so that we can encourage that hip a little bit further down. And then maybe if I have my left hand on my block and I got that nice weight hanging from my hip socket, maybe my left hand could sweep up. Deep inhale, sweep that arm up. Maybe this is good for you. Maybe both arms go up. Maybe a little reach back. Deep inhale here. Stay here for the exhale. Smile. Yay. One more deep inhale. Exhale. Slowly release that down. We're going to lift onto that back toe. Lifting those hips up. Deep inhale here. Step that right foot back for a plank pose. And you can always be modified on your knees if you need. Deep inhale right here. And stay here for the exhale. And then when you're ready, we're going to take one more deep inhale right here. On the exhale, lower the knees. Lower the chest and the chin. Continue your exhale. Lift those hips up. Curve in the lower spine. Inhale, slide forward and up. Exhale, child's pose. Bring those hips back. Breathe deeply and relax. One more deep inhale. Long, steady, smooth exhale. We're ready for the other side. Deep inhale here. Exhale up onto hands and knees. I'm going to move my block over to my other side. Finding those toes. Inhale, press those hips back and up. Returning to your downward facing dog. Now, if it's ready for you, if you want a little bit more in your shoulders, get a balance in through your right hand. Press into your right hand. Deep inhale here. Press in that right hand. Exhale, left hand reaches for the right leg anywhere. You can have that thigh, hip. You can just reach up towards your belly. Maybe you just come up to the fingertips. Maybe you're walking those hands back. One more deep inhale here. And exhale, slowly release out of that. And we'll try the other side. 2 breaths right here. Deep inhale, long, steady, smooth exhale. Deep inhale, long, steady, smooth exhale. One more deep inhale. Exhale, slowly release. Yes, good. Inhale, high plank. Or a modified plank, whatever you want. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Once again, stretching your lower back. Really keep those hips up. Inhale, slide forward and up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bring both feet together. Deep inhale here. Exhale, left leg rises. Bend the knee, make some circles with the foot at the ankle. One direction and the other. Big circles, tip of the knee, moving from the hip socket. Both directions. And when you're ready, we're going to bring that knee in towards your nose. Step that foot forward. Lower that back knee down, lowering into a low lunge. Modifying however you need. Breathing deeply. Inhale through the nostrils. Exhale through the nostrils. Deep inhale. Exhale, straighten in the front leg. Walk those hands back. Find a high lunge point. Half split. Flex in the front foot. Deep inhale here. Exhale, point the toe. Inhale, flex the foot. Exhale, point the toe. Inhale, flex the foot. Exhale, point the toe, last one. And we're going to return to that low lunge and really find that weight underneath those hips, as if there's that weight hanging off of your right hip socket, lowering all the way down, almost like you're trying to get your front quad all the way down on the floor. Deep inhale right here. Exhale. Just gonna lift up in that high lunge once again. Deep inhale here, hold the breath. Left foot back, plank pose. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, slide forward and up. Exhale, child's pose once again. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, steps the right foot forward. We're going to lower that left heel down, and then we're going to slowly walk those hands over towards your left side, coming towards center. We're going to bring those feet parallel to each other. We're going to bend the knees nice and low, lower those hips down, and then straighten those legs back up. We're going to inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, straighten the legs. We're going to walk those hands out, back. Taking your right hand down at center, directly below your face. Having that flat back, pull your belly button in nice and tight. Take your left hand onto your left hip. Stay right here. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, peel that left shoulder back. Any amount, stacking your shoulders if you can. You can look down at your hand, or maybe you can turn towards the side, or maybe even up. Maybe deep inhale, left arm rises. And slowly releases back down. We're going to switch hands. Plant that left hand down. Right hand comes up to your right hip. Deep inhale, peel that right side up. Maybe reaching up. Breathing deeply and relaxing. One more deep inhale here. Exhale, slowly release that down. We're going to bend in those knees. We're going to place the hands on the hips as we slowly roll up to standing. And you can hop or step both feet together. We're going to reach both arms straight up. And turn the palms open towards the front of the room. Exhale, pull those elbows back and behind, nice and far. Big, 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 big. Breathing and relaxing. Good. We're going to deep inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, back, 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 back. One more time, inhale up. Exhale, back, back, back. All right, so now if you have your strap, you might want to think about where that is. We're going to take a deep inhale right here. Reach both arms up. If you have your strap, you might want to grab it now. We're going to exhale, reach that right hand back behind your head. And we're going to take that right hand onto your left elbow. Just holding on right here. A couple of breaths. So if you have a strap and you want to grab it and put it into your right hand, which is the hand that's behind your head, that would be great. So go ahead and grab your strap if you have it. I'm going to take mine from right here. All right, so if I have my hand on my strap in my right hand, I'm going to take my left hand, wrap that around your waist, staying right here. Or you can hold on to that strap. And if that's good for you, stay here. And if you can walk that hand a little bit further and further and further up your strap until eventually maybe you're able to hook your index fingers together. A couple of breaths right here. Some people are able to hold on to their wrists. I am not one of those people. Breathe. Inhale through the nostrils, exhale through the nostrils. One more deep inhale here. Stay here with the exhale, and we're going to come out by slowly releasing your left hand out and down. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, we're just going to go ahead and switch those arms around. So I'm going to hold on to my left elbow with my right hand. Breathing deeply. Inhale through the nostrils. Exhale through the nostrils. And then if it's there for you, you can hold on to that strap with your left hand. And we're going to wrap that right arm behind your back, palm facing out. Maybe that right hand finds the strap. And then maybe you can walk those hands in a little bit closer to each other. Maybe you're able to get your fingers to hook. Both sides are different for almost everybody, so it's very normal. Just breathe and relax. And then if that's good for you, stay right there. If you're able to get those fingers together, that's cool. If not, don't worry about it. Just breathe, relax, and continue to practice. Once a day, once a week, once a month. Anything's better than nothing, right? A couple of breaths. All right, one more deep inhale here. And on the exhale, we're going to slowly release that left hand out. Deep inhale, sweeping around. Exhale, release both hands down. We're going to sweep both arms straight up. Sink down into a chair pose. Taking a deep inhale right here. All right, so I want you to think about your chair pose. A lot of people have a very natural curvature in the spine, and most people are going to want to lean forward a lot here, okay? So see if you can reach your arms up towards the ceiling like they're being pulled straight up, and then take a deep inhale here. Exhale, scoop the belly in. Try to tuck that tailbone under, sink a little bit lower. Take a look at your feet. If you can, pull your knees so that you can see your toes. Pull your knees back, press into all four corners of each foot. Most squats, what we're doing is pressing into the heels. A chair squat, we want to press evenly into all four corners of the feet because a huge part of yoga is proprioception, just knowing where you are in space. It makes your body feel. If there's an emotional connection. I recently did the Embodiment of Yoga Summit, and it was saying that you can carry a lot of emotions in poses. So how does this make you feel? Inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, swan dive forward and fold. You can bend your knees if you need to. Pull that belly button in nice and tight, hinge deeply from the hips. Use your yoga blocks if you need a little bit more here. And then we can also have our strap nearby, so we can take a deep inhale, take your hands onto your lower back if you want. For a little bit more of a shoulder opener and a chest opener, we can take our hands together, interlace them behind your back, or holding onto a strap, taking both hands onto the strap. Inhale, reaching both arms straight up. Exhale a little bit further over if you can. If not, that's not a big deal. Just listen to your body. We're all at different places in our yoga journey, so just acknowledge how you're feeling in this position, both physically and also emotionally. Try to relax your head out a little bit more if you can. Bend those knees if you need. Deep inhale. Long, steady, smooth exhale. Here at Inner Glow Health and Wellness, we believe that there's no wrong way to do a yoga pose. Yoga asanas, there are thousands of yoga asanas, steady poses, that can give you exactly what you need whenever it is that you need it. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale, hands onto your lower back. Bend those knees and slowly roll up to standing. I'm going to separate the hands and the knees. Finding a mountain pose at the top of the mat. So go ahead and step towards the top of the mat. Take a deep inhale right here. Exhale, prayer pose, hands together at the center. Inhale, reach both arms up, slightly arching back. Exhale, swan dive forward and fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up, slightly arching back. Exhale, mountain pose. Deep inhale. Exhale, prayer pose. Inhale, reach up. Lift your heels, come onto your tippy toes. Start bending in your knees and sinking down to a seated position. All the way down onto the mat. All the way down. Using your hands on your legs whenever you need them. We're going to sit with the legs extended straight out in front into a staff pose. Taking a deep inhale, sweep both arms up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Reach, 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 forward, 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 forward. And then fold. You can place your hands on your legs, on your feet, on your toes, on your blocks, whatever you can reach. If you have a strap, you can also, if you can't reach your feet, okay? Modify by bending your knees and just reaching those hands down towards your legs as you pull that belly button in. Reach with your chest towards your hand to your knees. Then maybe you can find your staff pose. Maybe you want to hold on to your strap And just take a deep inhale as you reach your chest towards your toes. Exhale back up. Inhale down. Exhale up. You can always modify right here, just adding a really nice gentle flow to help releasing your lower back. And if you have a buddy, if you have a friend, and you want to see if you can get a little bit deeper, then what you want to do is you want to focus on your lower back right near your hip sockets, and then you could have like a friend push a little bit on your lower back right here. This is how you would do an adjustment. If your hands were right here where my block is, okay? Not higher than your rib cage for sure, okay? And then if you want, you could also reach down towards your toes. You could do a mudra, index finger wrapping around big toe to thumb. And then if you're able to, maybe you can get that belly button nice and low, knees in line with your nose. Deep inhale. Exhale, reach those hands far forward. Inhale, reach all the way up and come up. Exhale, hands go back behind you, fingertips point away. Inhale, lift those hips. Stay here for 2 breaths real quick. Deep inhale. Long, steady, smooth exhale. One more deep inhale here. Exhale, slowly release that down. We're going to go ahead and sit up nice and straight and tall in the center of the mat. We'll release those straps and those blocks. Sitting up nice and straight and tall, slowly rolling down vertebrae by vertebrae. Covering up if you need. Taking a deep inhale here. Long, steady, smooth exhale. Deep inhale. Long, steady, smooth exhale. Stay right here. Keep going. Deep inhale. Long, steady, smooth exhale. Now I want you to feel your back lowering down into the mat. And I want you to feel your body getting some gravity down on the mat. Breathing deeply and relaxing. We're going to have a quick Shavasana. So maybe closing your eyes, separating the legs and the arms a comfortable distance apart, with the palms facing up and the eyes gently closed. Taking a deep inhale. Long, steady, smooth exhale. Relaxing from the tip of the toes to the top of the head. Relaxing from the tip of the toes to the top of the head. Relaxing the feet. Relaxing up through the legs. Relaxing the hips, relaxing the belly, continuing to relax on the mat in the Shavasana, breathing gently, relaxing the chest, relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the hands, relaxing the legs, relaxing the jaw, relaxing the hands, relaxing the feet, relaxing the head, relaxing the whole body, relaxing the whole body. Staying here for a few more breaths. Relaxing from the tip of the toes to the top of the head. Relax. Relax. When you're ready, bringing the attention to the breath, taking a deep inhale, filling the lungs completely with air, bringing the attention to the body, wiggling the fingers and the toes, moving the wrists and the ankles, slowly bringing the legs together, Taking a deep inhale, reach the arms and the legs up over the, out in opposite directions, pointing the toes, stretching the fingertips. Releasing the arms out to your sides, drawing the right knee in towards the chest. As the left hand takes the knee over to the left, turn the head to the right. Notice how this feels. Breathe deeply and relax. Next, inhale, slowly come back to center. Give that leg a little squeeze and gently switch sides. As the left knee comes in, the right hand takes the knee over to the right. Head turns to the left. Only go as far as you can go. Listen to your body. Breathe. Inhale through the nostrils. Exhale through the nostrils. One more deep inhale here. Notice how this side feels. And exhale. Slowly return back to center. Bring both knees in towards the chest. Give them a little squeeze. Rub the soles of the feet and the palms of the hands together and start rolling forward and back maybe 3 times and then up to seated. Taking a deep inhale here. Exhale, hands together at heart center. Close the eyes. Notice how the body feels. Take a deep inhale. Exhale. Honor the self for making time for practice. Smile. Keep the hands together and raise them up. We invite the light down to the third eye, peace, and to the heart, love. Namaste. Thank you for coming, and I will see you next time.